Hey there folks, Corns here, bringing you a video for my new Spectacle Island settlement. So here at the start, we're just going in the front door of my villa. Basically, I built this into the side of the hills. Thought it would be different, you know, not a lot of people do it like this. So there's technically 4 levels, I think. One is basically here on the main level. You know, we got all the eating stuff basically, and there's also a small bar that I built. As you can see, these are the storage areas for most of the restorative items. Now we're going up the stairs. Up here I've got mostly my collectible stuff. I got my bobbleheads, logs and holotapes. Junk misc items, all my valuable stuff. As you can see, a lot of shipments. There's a settler freeloader. Technically that's actually supposed to be my bed, and then the sleeping bag is supposed to be Sean's, eventually when I get him. I've already completed 1 playthrough of the game. This is my 2nd playthrough, more just for me to, I guess, you know, dig around in the wasteland. Down here I'm supposed to have somewhere around 9 or so beds. I took them out because the settlers were causing a lot of issues earlier. I've been slowly assigning them to their own personal beds. Now down here I have my armor storage, armor and clothing storage. Got my bits of armor, all the mods. Whoops. Backed up into the armor workbench there. Here I've got all my magazines, so, you know, again, this is my 2nd playthrough, so I don't have as much as I do on my 1st playthrough, but, you know, this kind of just gives you an idea. Over here in the cooler, I've got all of my, my chems and all that, so, you know, addict all, buff out, med-X, stim packs, etc. Now this is where I keep all my weapons, so I've got everything kind of split up, as you'll see, into 4 sections. I've got my firearms, my melee, my laser weapons, actually sorry, 5. My laser weapons, and then I've got my explosives. So I've got these 2 boxes kind of split up into mines and grenades, just to make things a little bit easier. Then over here I have all my heavy weapons. Now you'll probably would have noticed that I had 2 boxes for each one. One's for regular weapons, and the other is for unique and custom weapons that I've made. So anyways, now as you can see, we've entered what I like to call the boathouse, or it's, you know, as you can probably tell, is actually a hangar area for all of my power armors. I've got basically spots for 6 of the each of the 4 main armors, so those are the T45, the T51, the T60, and the XO1. And then on the ends of each of the T60 and the T51s, as you'll notice, I've got 2 slots. They're basically for the 2 types of, or the 2 levels of the Raider power armor. And then in each of the small little tool chests or whatever, they've got, you know, spare parts for each of the power armor sets, as well as mods and all that. Now over here I've built a small little, I guess, generator shed to help to spread out the power a little bit, so it's nice even coverage for all the power. Over here we've got all of the farm stuff that I've put in. Lots of mutt food, because they provide the most food. Now we're coming up on the farmers' lodgings. Now again, the settlers, their pathfinding has been really screwed up. Bethesda, you need to fix that. So nobody's in there right now, but once everything kind of gets fixed and all that, the farmers are going to go into there.
Here we go,
now we are coming up to the platform I've set up for when I eventually get the teleporter. Once that's built, that's all going to go right here. And just over the ways here, in these 2 sections, you're going to notice I have a lot of generators, which are, of course, supposed to provide the power for the teleporter once I build it. So, you know, I've just kind of got everything kind of set up for, you know, later on in the game as I continue my playthrough. One little thing I've done is I've also added lights onto all of the power pylons. Just one, you know, makes it look nice, and also helps to provide a little pathway for, you know, people to follow. Over here I've got a little, or that was a guard post the deacon is currently watching. Over here I've got my clinic, obviously, you know, for restorative stuff. I'm gonna have another bed in there for patients and all that. That was the clothing store. This is the armor one. I've put a bed into each of the store, I guess, owners' little shacks here. That way, you know, they're not too far away from their stores. And then up here, I've got my nice bar area for all the settlers to come and relax in. He's dressed up in a tuxedo. Now we're coming up to an empty shack tower complex thing that I built. I'll probably put a bed into each of the ones, that way the settlers each have their own like little space. Right now I've got each of the shacks in this village that I set up, which, funnily enough, we don't really see too many villages around here. We're just coming up on another one of the generator spices. But anyways, we don't really see many kind of like, or at least I haven't seen too many villages built for settlements. Mostly just like gigantic bunkhouses and all that. Similar to like what my villa looks like. Yeah, there's the interior of one of the shacks. There's a guy that, again, pathfinding issues. He is supposed to be in the empty bed in that last one, but he, you know, hasn't been able to find his way up. Preston, what are you doing in that bed? That's not yours. Now we got another shack up here on the top of the hill there. That's where the speaker setup is, but I've also set up a tower on the top of there for the recruitment beacon. Also on the right, just to the right of the villa, I've also got a platform set up to set up an artillery piece once I've unlocked that. But yeah, so anyways, here's another electrical room that I've set up. Each of the electrical rooms, aside from the one in the village, has a large generator in it, just to provide power. And then this is the last power generator. So yeah, that's basically my entire settlement for Spectacle Island. I hope you enjoyed and got some ideas for yourself.